I just supplied the flooring project, but it was kind of a full first turned into an apartment complex. I did the flooring and the wallpaper years and years ago when I started out in flooring. So that was kind of cool. And now they're redoing it. So I have the opportunity to sell them the product for that homes. If you need, some product works best for your application. That's important. A lot of people aren't sure what they want. So I'm here to help them.
Too.
Yeah, true measurements. A lot of people think, well, I think it's.
I'm pretty sure the first time I asked her about it, I said, I think it's this.
In flooring, it's not, we can't think. We have to know because, a couple inches is a lot when it comes to putting a piece of flooring down. So I had, this is a funny story and I'll share it with you just because I've been in business a long time. So in the flooring business. So I had a customer come in one time and wanted to know how much flooring they needed for their porch. And they didn't know their size, but they knew that it was 3 couch cushions wide and a little bit more. Hey, I sent them home with a piece of vinyl and they came back the next day and said it fit perfect. So, what can I say?
Well, you've had a lot of different measurements thrown your way.
That's right.
And different types. We're talking with Lisa Simmons of Honest Fred's Flooring, our exclusive sponsor for this half hour of content. Before we came on the radio, I was asking Lisa about what she loves most about the festival, or if she had a favorite memory. And it was one that I had forgotten about completely. I'd like you to tell me your memory of the Walnut Festival.
The Clydesdale horses.
Yes. I had forgotten that they had come to town one year, and that was an impressive thing to see.
It certainly was.
You think Clydesdales, and you know how iconic they are, but if you're not a horse guy like I'm not, you don't remember just how big those things are.
Huge.
Those things were massive.
And I'm not sure how long ago that was. I don't remember.
If anybody out there watching, if anybody out there watching our Facebook or YouTube channel, let us know if you remember the year of the festival that the Clydesdales came to town. The Budweiser Clydesdales came to town for the festival one year, and if you know what year that was, please let us know. In fact, if you let us know, we got a shirt to give away to you. We got a Black Walnut Festival shirt, care of Will's Towing, that we'll give away to the first person who lets us know the year that the Clydesdales came to town. Well, folks, we're going to step away from the radio side of things, going to send it back up. We're going to stay here with Lisa Simmons for the next 10 minutes on our Facebook and YouTube account. But, folks, we're going to be here throughout the festival in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. A beautiful day. We invite you to come down and have a great time in Spencer, West Virginia. Back to you, Miss Lauren. I'm trying to think myself if that was in the 1990s or 2000s. I'm thinking it was in the late 90s for some reason.
It definitely wasn't 2000s, I don't think.
I was thinking sometime in the late 90s when the Clydesdales came to town.
I just recently saw them last year at Bike Week in Daytona.
Oh, man.
And that was, that was a highlight of my trip, honestly, because I couldn't wait to see them again.
When I was living up in Maryland, one of the...
We're on Facebook and YouTube, though.
One of the largest Budweiser distributors in the U.S. is right there in that county. And they bring them in like every other year for a parade.
Yeah.
And usually for the 4th of July parade. And, it's amazing to see those up close.
Yeah. Those things stand, like 10 feet tall or something like that?
Yeah.
It's something amazing. Well, that's one of my favorite memories. All right, now I got to ask you the important question, Lisa. What's your favorite food at the festival? Yeah.
Well, no, that's pretty tough.
Was it? Did it used to be the Chinese?
Yeah, it did.
That used to.
So
be
I don't have a new favorite yet. The Chinese, that was. I look forward to that every year. I think everyone in Spencer did.
Everybody was so sad.
I know.
When he finally retired.
Someone's had to have bought that food truck. Now, who did, and where's he at?
I'm wondering. I hope somebody bought that and is going to continue the tradition.
That's right.
That was that Chinese food truck, because that's one of a kind.
Gills is getting pretty close to my heart.
Every time the city of Spencer brings Gills in for something, George loses his mind. He's always ready for it. I
got to get a fix.
Chinese was always my favorite, but I guess my second favorite, and now it's going to have to be my favorite, is DeRusso's. I like the Italian sausage.
Yeah, I do too, but Gil, he makes a pretty good pit beef.
I gotta say the Huskies pumpkin ice cream though is probably my favorite thing.
I had donuts yesterday.
Okay, I mentioned that. Tell me about this. The donut place. They posted a picture of these mini donuts, and then you had chocolate sauce and
maple syrup, and there was lots of things.
Little mini marshmallows on it.
It was delicious, absolutely delicious. Yeah.
So I would highly suggest people.
Yeah.
I see. I'm just fresh out of the hospital. I can't be eating like crazy amounts of food this week, and this is the only week I want to do it.
Yeah.
I got blood pressure, man, and all this stuff. I'm good to go. I guess I could eat it and then do it.
Yeah, I had a customer who was talking about, I'm on a diet, and I was like, not this weekend. Terrible time to be on a diet.
This is the one time not to be.
That's right.
The one time you're not allowed to be on a diet.
Exactly
it's
right.
the one time.
Yes.
But I got to be very careful. I got to be very, very careful this week. I'm going to be good. I'm going to attempt to be as good as I can. So, Lisa, you're open Tuesdays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays is 9 to noon.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you are doing appointments as
close Sunday and Monday, and then I'll do any evening appointments. If I need to come in early, I will. I mean, I'm pretty easy to get along with. You know, my job's to please my customer.
Yeah, and that's why you're still in business after all these years. Is you've done good job and you've done repeat work. That's the thing, you know. There's only so many customers in Rome County, but you have other customers from the surrounding areas, and you've built business relationships with people because of the way you treat them.
I do a lot of work in surrounding counties, Calhoun and Jackson County. Jackson County is a huge draw. You know, I have a lot of customers come, and it is repeat customers or word of mouth. But that's the best advertising.
It always is.
The radio's great, but boy, that customer that can recommend you. There's no better advertising than that.
You can brag about you can brag about yourself on the radio, but if somebody goes to somebody and says, "I suggest this person," that is the best kind of advertising you could possibly get. And again, Honest Fred's does have a website, honestfreds.com.
That is correct.
And that's where you can see stuff, and you can also apply for financing. That is a big deal for people such as me who are going to need some flooring. There's Kate again, and she keeps saying 1 second. And that was an hour ago she said 1 second.
She'll be back.
Yeah, that's what we always say. Yeah, she'll be back to say 1 second again.
She was trained by the best.
Yeah. The website. She was. The website is huge. I mean, I have a lot of people, and we have a Facebook page as well, and we try to update our products on there as well. You know, financing is available, and that is a lot of people getting a pickle, or maybe it's, you know, if you can do 12 months same as cash with no interest, you can save some money, do a couple projects that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, if anybody has any questions, they're more than glad. I'm more than happy to take their phone call. My number's 304-927-8082. Again, we're located at 373 East Main Street, and that's on Arnoldesburg Road, just past the truck bodies.
East Coast Truck Bodies, yeah.
Coast Truck Bodies. I had a moment there.
Yeah, that's the one thing. When you go out Arnoldesburg Road, right past it, it used to be Starcher Motors, but now it's East Coast Truck Bodies. There's that little. It's almost like a little cul-de-sac area. That's where you are. You can see it's a big building right there.
It's a hidden treasure.
It's a hidden treasure.
Back in the back there.
If you've gone to Norm Daniels, you've gone too far.
That's right. That's how I give directions. Very good, Drew. Very good.
It's right over there, and it's 927-8082, 8082. If you have any questions, you can stop in there, or you can call Lisa anytime while she's there. Again, Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 9 to noon on Saturday. Closed Sundays and Mondays-ish. I'm going to say ish.
Ish. That's correct. Yeah.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great festival. I know you really look forward to the festival every year, and we hope that you continue to stay in business for years to come, because it is a wonderful thing that you've done over the past 30 years in Spencer.
Thanks, Drew. I appreciate it, and I hope every weekend.
All right, folks, we are going to continue through here. We're going to take just a quick break on our Facebook and YouTube channel. We're going to check back in on the radio side of thing at the bottom half of the 12 o'clock hour. We're live here from the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. All right, folks, we welcome you back on our Facebook and YouTube live stream of the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Folks, got to clear something up before we go any further. We know that we are kind of spotty on the video of the Walnut Festival feed. That is simply because we are at the mercy of my Wi-Fi hotspot, and that's just what you have to deal with every year until we get 5G internet service right above me here outside. We're just going to have to deal with the spotty internet service. Sometimes it shows well, so we're very happy to have that. Very good to talk with Lisa Simmons of Honest Fred's Flooring. Go ahead, ladies, and pull up a chair. And let me scoot out of the way. And we are very happy to announce that our this half hour at 12 o'clock is being sponsored by People's Bank, and People's Bank with multiple locations. And we are extra excited about the guests we have on this half hour because we have a brand new branch manager of People's Bank here in Spencer, West Virginia, and that is Miss Ella Cottrell. Ella, thank you so much for joining us. This is really, really cool for me to see. I've watched your career grow over the last 10, 15 years. You've been in different positions in different places, and you've worked your way into this position as a branch manager. First off, let me ask you, is this something that was on your radar 15 years ago, or has life just kind of taken you in this direction?
Life has just kind of taken me in this direction. I didn't think that I would end up being a branch manager for People's Bank. It's great. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to see what we can do here in Spencer at our branch and how we can give back to our community. So I'm super excited to see what the future holds.
It's very neat to see you in this position. And again, maybe you've just found this position through things you enjoyed doing in your career, maybe some things you didn't enjoy doing, and you make changes and things like that. Changes is what banking is about right now, honestly. The banking world, as I remember it when I was growing up, is almost non-existent from what you recognize today.
Right. A lot of people do not use the bank registers anymore. Now, we do have a lot of our customers that still use that, but the younger generation, they're more interested in the apps and how they can do everything online. So, and People's Bank is right there up to date with everything. So a lot of our younger customers, they really take advantage of that, the new technology.
Well, with new technology also comes a lot of changes aesthetically and brick and mortar wise. Banks these days, who used to be these big financial institutions that were hubs of cities and towns, if you look right across from us, there's the old First National Bank building that is now the city center. The old People's Bank building right across the road on Main Street is now just an office space open for whatever people are going to use it for. There is really not a lot of need for huge banks anymore.
Right.
Now it's more, the smaller you can get, the more you can fit into a small building, the better it is for a bank and an institution.
We have around 132 locations. Our footprint is Ohio, West Virginia, D.C., and Kentucky. And I have Hannah here with me. She won't get on the radio.
Oh,
but
what?
she went down and helped with our latest branches that we purchased, which was through Limestone Bank, and that was a great experience for her to be able to go down and share with them what People's Bank's about and help them learn the People's Bank way. With that being said, though, with the 132 branches, like, our main commitment is to keep the small town bank atmosphere.
Yes.
So when you walk into one of our branches, we're calling the customers by name. We know you guys when you come in.
Yeah.
We want our customers treated the way we would want our family treated when we come into a branch.
Well, it doesn't hurt, Ella, that you live here and have been here for many years. And again, in business in different places for many years. So you know a ton of people from this community. When people heard that you were the one that got hired as the branch manager, I'm sure a lot of people had the same reaction. I know her so well. This is awesome that you can go in and it's like not somebody that nobody knows. It's from a different place.
Yeah, and I was very thankful that they did promote within. And like I said, I've been in customer service for years, and I always take pride in that. And when I tell my customers, hey, I'll take care of this or I'm going to do it, they know that I will. So that to me is very important, is my customer service aspect of it. And I was promoted to the branch manager position, and Hannah Fox here, she was promoted to our operational banker position. So she's going to be helping customers with a lot of things that I was able to do before. So Hannah's stepping up in her role as well. And Hannah is a local girl, but she's from Calhoun, which we do not hold against her.
It'll be okay. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, George.
Oh. We got
Fellow Hooner here.
Oh, okay. Okay. She's a great girl. She's been with the company on and off for about 5 years now, so she brings a lot of experience and knowledge to the branch as well.
We'd love to hear about her experience and knowledge.
She won't talk. She's shy.
Well, what has the response been from? I know that when you were at the chamber dinner with us, I know when people found out a lot of people were coming over and saying congratulations, talking to you. Has it been that way for you as people are finding out that you've got the position?
Yeah, a lot of people have reached out to me and congratulated me, and to me it is a big deal, but I'm just doing the same thing I was before, so.
Well, you've got roots here, obviously. Yes. You've got kids here. You're very active in the community. That's something that I think People's Bank is wanting to continue to do, is to stay active in this local community. And there are many things that you guys have that you want to do. Yes,
we have a lot of things on our radar that we want to get done this year. Well, the rest of this year and into 2024. One of the things we do, we are allowed to wear jeans on Fridays if we donate to hunger awareness, which I think is great.
Great incentives.
Absolutely. So what I like about that is we see those donations come back to our community. Mm-hmm. We have given numerous checks to Helping Hands, so we see it helping our community here in Roane County.
So it's worth the time and the effort and whatever it is you guys have to do, because it doesn't just get sent out somewhere that you're never going to see it again.
Exactly. And we're also wanting to, in 2024, to expand more over into Calhoun Bank into Calhoun and help people that bank with us in Calhoun and let them know that we're here for the Calhoun community as well.
And we were talking about that when we were over at the Molasses Festival. We were talking about it takes more than just one business, and there's more than enough to go around. We were talking about some of the hospitals that were over there and some of the hospitals that were expanding and kind of overlapping each other. It's not a competition thing. It's more of a let's serve everybody possible thing. And so you're able to branch out into those places that do have other banks, but you want everybody, you guys can do that, is to get into those areas and make sure that 100% of the people are covered 100% of the time.
Yes. And People's Bank, they want me out and about. They want to see me sitting in office all week.
Good.
Which I love that. I'm all for it.
You have no problem with being out and about?
Absolutely not. I mean, it's really awesome to have a bank support you in doing this community outreach and to helping people and not feel like, oh,